but not least, possible for minor events such as things like Valentine's Day or Chinese Day, which will be happening around the same time. So that's why there's a reason why I will not channel so much more fun to it. Furthermore, I think that for this kind of events, DIY stuff, as in our own commitment to make more props to save money, would be better. So that I would really try to channel more fun for FOC.
One last question.
Just a comment.
Okay.
You have to know that you have to save, actually not just budgeting for like this year and etc. Please save for the future, because you also
always
have to save
to
for the future.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
that's just an extra
I
note.
guess that should be all for half. Big conference. Okay. Teresa, Choke, and Kimberly. Besides Teresa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Teresa, and I'm currently in year 1. And looking at some of your really restless faces and you all look really tired, I will make this like super short and super sweet. Okay, yeah. So for the past few days, right, many people have been asking me like, why do I want to join the student club, and like why take on so much responsibilities, and also why be a Saikang warrior for like ADM and stuff. And actually I didn't really give an answer, but I actually knew like my answer, but actually it's really all about me wanting to contribute to the school and making ADM a better place, right, with the abilities that I know I possess. So like having prior experiences, right, in secretary roles in both like churches and organizations, it is like definitely natural for me to like assume a role that I already know, and in hopes that I would grow in it. So also part of the process, I hope that I can actually help like the student club in like any way they require, and hopefully that with this experience I would be able to get to work as soon as possible, like without hindering a student club with like the awkward initial stages of my appointment. Yeah. So apart from that, while having prior experience is like important, I would think that I have something else of greater importance that I possess. So I would think that is teamwork, and definitely the ability to work in a group of like-minded and motivated individuals. And I think that for the past few years, being part of a uniform group, the volleyball team, and orientation house leaders, and then like class leader and everything, I believe that it has really taught me a lot. Like one thing that I thought of is that although the power of one is never to be underestimated, but when the power of 10, right, no one doubts it. So yeah, that's my idea of like teamwork and how I will go about like doing my secretary stuff. Yeah, so definitely being a strong team player who is like dedicated to my team. And I think I have a purpose which lies in the direction of fostering greater spirit in ADM. And definitely I believe without a doubt that I'll be able to contribute to the school, right, and the student club as the secretary, but also at the same time as a supporter. So while I am here standing as a candidate, it doesn't deny the fact that I'm also part of the student body. And the only difference between me and the next student is that I know I have got something to contribute, and that is definitely the driving force to why I want to run for the secretary role. So basically like stuff like taking notes, keeping time, agendas, memos, and supporting presidents, vice presidents, right? I think that isn't the most important thing. It is not about the technical abilities that I can perform. It is more about the willingness and the fact that I want to contribute to this school. And definitely, for me, I love my school and I really want to contribute. I'm just a person who really likes school activities. So, with the motivation that I possess and with the empowerment that you all will grant me with this appointment, I believe and I can assure you that I will do my very best, and I'm the right choice for this position. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Kim. Yeah, and I'm also from year 1, I'm from group 5, and I'm running for, as you may know, honorary general secretary. So basically, why am I running for this position? The main running theme throughout this rally has been change. And yes, I believe that as a secretary, it's all about, it's not just about keeping time or being organized and helping others, but it's also about taking a more proactive role. Many people assume secretaries to be like, oh, you're just like an assistant. But I believe that instead of a passive role, secretaries should take an active role in the student body. And like it has been said, being voted into the student club gives you that power to implement change. And ultimately, I believe that it's not about me. It's not. You may be voting for me, but ultimately, I believe it's up to the student body. I believe in that I, as a secretary or as a member of the student club, should represent the student body and be your voice. So I hope that you will let me be that voice. Also, I think that as a part of the student club, I will not only promote organization, I will also the intention to cater to your best interests. I will also promote a greater accessibility to the activities of the student club. I want the students to be able to feel that they can approach any one of us and express any of their needs or wants, any complaints. And I feel that it is important to establish that kind of close-knit community despite the size of our school. And I think that having a varied experience, because a little bio, I used to come from an all-girls school. And then I moved to an international school, and then now I'm here in this massive school. So, yeah, basically, my school before this, in 1 year, we were only 30 people. So basically, I knew my whole year and the year before that. So I think with this varied background, I will be able to not only give fresh blood to the student club with my more varied perspectives, but I've also learned or gained enough experiences to work with different types of people. And I know that I am a freshman, and I admit that I probably don't know a lot about this school yet, and I admit that, but I believe that if you give me this chance to serve you guys, that I will definitely take the initiative to learn for myself. I will use this first and foremost as a learning experience, because I do acknowledge my inexperience. And also, I will implement change, of course. Actually, just a side note, like Pao has mentioned, like the FOC and how lots of improvements are needed in that aspect, and I actually agree, because as an international student, I think like the FOC doesn't cater as much to international students, and I think that aspect needs to be like changed, because as they said, I think it's a really good bonding experience for everybody. And even though, the ADM is a fabulous, warm family community that I absolutely love already. Yes. I do. That's completely honest. I'm here with practically friends, and I mean all you guys. So I also think that it would be nice if you could help others, even more people, feel welcome earlier, into FOC and other activities. So experience-wise, I have done a bit of secretarial work. I've been a prefect in my old school, and I've been a treasurer, secretary in my class, albeit it's small size, but yeah. I definitely am, as from my campaign posters that I hope you saw, I am definitely organized. Organization is practically my life. Well, no, not my life, but I can guarantee that I am very organized, and I do know how to manage my time properly in order to cater to many responsibilities.